Hey gorgeous beauty, welcome to the Live Your Passion Challenge. Are you excited to dive in? I know that we are. In today's challenge, we are going to guide you from limitation into limitlessness by showing you how even an experience of lack actually confirms infinite abundance, and showing you a way to decode and dissolve any limiting belief that you might have that might be standing in the way of your dream and your complete embodiment of it. So let's dive right in. So today we're going to explain the true nature of reality and the perspective of infinite intelligence itself, and how you can align with this truth and with this intelligence to live a life in freedom, passion, abundance, and flow. Okay, so first off, if these concepts are new to you, then it might feel like quite a wild ride and quite a stretch for your perception of reality. You might need to watch this video once or twice more to really fully get it, but please stick with it, because this is one of the most powerful unhooking from the fear-based matrix reality that you can ever do. And it's so going to be worth it. And if this is something that you're already familiar with, then allow the experience to sink in, receive it into your cells, into your body, and be open for realizing something in a new way or in a deeper way, as well as allow yourself to ride the wave of inspiration that comes with the remembering of these insights. So, are you ready to take the red pill? Okay, let's roll. So let's start by looking at the true nature of reality. So we live in an infinite universe, as well as connected to infinite possibilities at all times. If we look at the quantum level, then in the 0-point field, everything is literally frequency, energy, and vibration coming in and out of existence in response to thought, desire, intention, and imagination. So by nature, we are both connected to infinity in terms of being one with all of existence, as well as having access to the 0-point field and the field of pure potentiality. So we're literally in connection with infinite possibilities at all times, simply through the virtue of our ability to create, to manifest, to intend, and to focus. And the way that this works is that whatever you proclaim to be true about yourself, about a situation, or about life will become true in your experience. It doesn't mean that it's ultimately true or that it has to be that way. It simply means that whichever reality you choose will become true in your experience. Okay, are you following me so far? Maybe you're like, yes, I get it. And maybe you're like, what the fuck is she talking about? I don't understand. So maybe this helps if we bring it into a real life example to make it more practical. So a while ago, I was hanging out in a women's circle on Kauai, the northernmost Hawaiian island. And I was hanging out with a bunch of very conscious women. And one of the things that the women were talking about there is how there are so few conscious men around. One of the women literally said in these words, you know, there are really very few conscious men out there. And the ones that are out there are usually taken. And I was like, hold on girl, I just need to call you on this thing, because that is not true in my experience. I experience that there is an abundance of beautiful, deep, conscious, loving men, and I do meet them in abundance. And she was like, no, you don't understand. It's not just me. All of my women friends have the same experience. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because if that is what is active in your vibration, then it makes sense that you rendezvous and connect with other women and other people who have a similar worldview. But that still doesn't mean that it's true. It simply means that it's true in your experience. And so if we zoom out to the perspective of reality itself, when you say there are really few conscious men, then life goes, okay, well, there are plenty of conscious men over here, but she says that she wants to have an experience of no conscious men. So from the bank of infinite abundance and infinite possibilities, life delivers to you an experience of no conscious men. Same thing goes for money. If you say, I don't have enough money, I can't afford it, that's not possible, then life is like, what? I don't know what you're talking about, girl. There's plenty of money over here, there's plenty of possibilities over there. If we guide you, you can allow us to guide you into the right cafe at the right time where you bump into the right person and possibilities open up, then everything you want will be yours. But if you're saying that you want to have an experience of not enough money, then that's exactly what you'll get. So you see, even experience of lack is a confirmation of infinite abundance at all times. Okay, so as we're moving into evening time here in Guatemala, let's talk about the perspective of reality. So we're talking about the reality of reality being infinite possibilities. Now the perspective of reality is similar but different, same but different. So if we look at the perspective of reality, there is an inherent benevolence, there is an inherent intelligence, and that there is an inherent love in all of existence. And by default, everything that shows up in our life, everything that shows up anywhere in the universe, has already been accepted by existence itself. Otherwise, it wouldn't be happening, because infinite intelligence does not make mistakes. So everything that happens has already been accepted by existence itself and by the intelligence that lives us. So in other words, the perspective of reality and existence is one of complete acceptance, complete abundance, complete love, complete appreciation, and complete adoration and devotion at all times. And now we can either be in alignment with this perspective of love, acceptance, and abundance, or we can be out of alignment with it. And so how do we know if our perspective is in alignment or out of alignment with truth? We know it through our emotional guidance system and through our either experience of contraction or openness, of contraction or expansion, of fear and contraction, or of love and joy and expansiveness. And so, for example, if you hold a belief about yourself, I am not good enough, or I am not loved, the contraction you're feeling is your higher guidance letting you know that that perspective is out of alignment with how life sees you, with how life sees the same situation. Whereas the aligned version of this would be something like, I am infinitely loved no matter what I do. I am infinitely worthy. I am unconditionally beautiful. I am accepted. I am a miracle. I am amazing. That feels expansive because that is in alignment with how infinite intelligence sees you. Okay, are you following so far? Infinite possibilities, infinite abundance, infinite love, infinite acceptance. Sweet. Okay, so let's brighten the light a bit and let's take this into a practice. Okay, beloved woman, so welcome to the practice that will take you from limitation into limitlessness and from chaos into clarity. So for this practice, you're going to need a notebook and you are going to need a pen. As an optional extra, you're also going to need something to record your voice on. So this could be your phone, or your computer, or any other method you have to record your voice. You'll also need a place where you can sit or lay down or get cozy and comfy. And anything from a couple of minutes to an hour or more, depending on how deeply you want to dive into this. But if there's one specific situation that is holding you hostage, then even just 5 or 10 minutes will open up things for you in a beautiful and miraculous way. So if you need to relocate at all or get a notebook or pen, then do that now, pause the video, and then come back when you're ready. Okay, so let's dive in. So first of all, you're going to write down the situation. So what's going on for you? So an example of this could be, there's too much going on in my life right now and I feel overwhelmed. Or I need to write a blog post and I feel resistance. So tuning into what is the situation, and there's really no right way of writing this. It's simply, how do you most simply express what's going on for you? Okay, so hit pause and do that now. Okay, cool. So next you're going to write down the feeling. So tuning into this, how are you feeling? What is the sensation and where do you feel it in your body? So an example of this could be contraction in my solar plexus, heaviness in my shoulders, a stirring in my belly, unease, restlessness, confusion. So hit pause and write down the feeling. Okay, sweet. So next you're going to write down your desired feeling. How would you like to feel about this? So example could be, I would love to feel clear, focused, calm, empowered. I want to feel guided. I want to feel supported, in flow, sensual, at peace, powerful, invincible. So hit pause and write down how you would love to feel about this. Okay, great. So the desired feeling is basically like our true north, where we're aiming for, so we have that in mind. Next, you're going to write down the thought, so what your mind is saying about the situation that you feel contracted about. So, for example, what if I try and then I just screw everything up? I don't even know where to begin. What if I'm not good enough? Do I really have anything to offer anyway? So hit pause and write down whatever crap your mind is telling you. And then hit play when you're ready to continue. So next you're going to write down the belief, so the underlying belief in lack or the out of alignment perspective. So an example of this is, I'm not good enough. I can lack the love of others. I can lack money. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough clarity. Things could go wrong. And this might be one core belief, or it might be several. So hit pause now and write down the belief. Okay, love, you're doing so great. Thank you so much for doing this process. Next, we're moving on to truth and alignment. So what do I know to be true? Or what is the lovingly aligned perspective or truth of this? So as an example, I am perfect and whole exactly the way I am. I am infinitely loved by life no matter what. I am guided and supported by life and my intuition. I am connected to an infinite stream of abundance. I am in perfect timing, in perfect flow, exactly where I need to be. Everything is unfolding perfectly. I am doing it now. So tuning into what do you know to be true, or what would be the lovingly aligned perspective and truth of you, of the situation, and of everything that feels present for you right now. So hit pause and write that down. Okay, sweet. So next step is to speak this to yourself. And you can either speak this out loud and just hear your own voice, or as an extra bonus, you can record this in a voice memo. So if you have an iPhone or any other smartphone where you can record voice, or you can do this on your computer and speak this to yourself, which you just wrote down. So hit pause and do that now. Okay, great, love. So take a moment and notice how you're feeling right now. What are you feeling inside your body? What are you experiencing? And now you might simply be content with having shifted the feeling the way you have done now. Or you might notice that there's spontaneous clarity that comes to mind in terms of actions, simple action steps that you can take right now. So if that's the case for you, or if it would give you relief to get into action mode from here, then write down some simple action steps that you can take right now. So action, simple action steps I can take right now. Example of this could be 1. Write down everything I think I should be doing. 2. Circle the ones that feel the easiest, most inspiring, most impactful, and in my power. 3. Select one to do first. And number 4, do it. So that's an example of a simple action step flow that you could write down, that you can take right now. So hit pause and do that right now. So you can repeat this entire process for any situation that you feel contracted about, or any feeling you feel contracted about. Go through the steps and notice the flow, ease, clarity, and inspiration that comes with it. You will also find a link down below where you can download a PDF with the full instructions for this that you can keep with you. And lastly and finally, share with us in the Facebook group what this gave to you, what shifted for you, any other insights that came to you in this process. Wishing you an absolutely beautiful day, and see you in tomorrow's challenge.